mentioned Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Breaks the tackle. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
The defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Split-backs here. Play action with Reed. Pocket breaking down. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside
nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Reed gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Right down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Throwing, Underwood. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Underwood. Here's the heat. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's second and 5. Gets the back moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Goes to the option. The pitch. Finds a little space. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on 4th down to be able to go for it.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Rushes on him, and they got him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that
makes the catch, and he's free. Oh, the sweet feet. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. down here to open the period. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads it left. This time he's got his man. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yardage.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Got it. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Defense looks as if it's coming. The run inside. It's Marshall. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
They'll send the back in motion. Good timing on the quick out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Reed. It's complete to the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's got the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. Go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's Morrill. Could be an alley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Bringing the heat. Working on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the point after is good. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Underwood. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Reed. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle and the clock winds down here late in the second quarter. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football.
There's some room. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Using his feet. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Reed. Time to take a shot. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Again, it's Reed. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Makes a catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Morrow. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4 down territory. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Reed to throw. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
And, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The quick out. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
So now it's second and long. Reed. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Reed. tosses it incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throwing Reed. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On the delay, it's Owens. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Underwood on the play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Looking down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Got his man out of the backfield. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his man.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field. Just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Reed plucks it out of the air. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Play fake, Reed. Pressure coming. Oh, he wants it all. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that has got to be a coverage bust up. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. A&M comes back out with another first down. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Here's Reed to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggie. They've got the lead here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Throwing, Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they've forced an advantageous situation on third and long.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Underwood. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quick completion to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards... I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
From the gun on third down, Reed. Got his man to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Might be changing the route. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got his man on the right. Finding some room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Under fire. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it, looking for a first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Now, nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gains about 15 and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Aggie! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. A designed run for the quarterback. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.